of lotus.
Harushi, I know the story of Jasmine in Aladdin, but I don't know anything about lotus.
This is not about girls, Amila. It's about flower lotus.
Then I don't know.
Lotus, born in water, grows in water, but rises out of mud, bloom out of darkness, and radiate into the world.
And because of that, today this hall is full of lotus. But how lotus relates with this event?
A club, which was located far away from Colombo, rises within 6 years and emerge as the Bronze Club of District 82, just like a lotus.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the installation 2018. Believe,
achieve,
receive.
Let me invite the following dignitaries to light the ceremony, giving the priority to our tradition.
Chief guest, Program Culture Director, District 82, Toastmasters International, Toastmaster Sarma Mahalingam.
Guest of Honor, Club Growth Director, District 82, Toastmasters International, Distinguished Toastmaster Nurul Munawara.
Distinguished guests, immediate past District Director, District 82, Toastmaster International, Distinguished Toastmaster Ajanta Jayavardhanan,
Division Director, Division H, Distinguished Toastmaster Lawrence Madapatha,
Keynote Speaker tonight, Toastmaster Keshika Rodrigo, to warmly welcome you all to our new beginning. Let me warmly welcome the Installation Committee Chair, the VP Education of Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Sanjeevani Ginigandar.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Our chief guest tonight, Program Quality Director, District 82, Toastmaster Mahalingam, Guest of Honor, Club Growth Director, District 82, Distinguished Toastmaster Nurul Munawara, Immediate Past District Director, District 82, Distinguished Toastmaster Ajanta Jayavardhanan, Division Director, Division H, Distinguished Toastmaster Lawrence Madapatha, Keynote Speaker, Toastmaster Keshika Rodrigo, all the Division Directors and Area Directors of District 82, Heads of Government Institutions, Presidents of Professional Organizations, Regional Heads of Banks and Private Institutions, Presidents and other representatives of other Toastmasters Clubs, special invitees and guests. It is a privilege to be here and welcome you all as the Installation Committee Chair of the Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club. Communication is a skill that you can learn. It's like riding a bicycle or typing. If you are willing to work on it, you can rapidly improve the quality of every part of your life. That's why we strongly believe that Anuradhapura Toastmasters movement can build up a better human than anything else. When you agree to change your life, you will start to change the entire world. That's why your presence is highly admirable today for better tomorrow. I believe you all are here to witness the growth, and we expect your helping hands with lots of kindness, patience, and friendship. Again, I warmly welcome our chief guest tonight, Program Quality Director, District 82, Toastmasters Mahalingam, Guest of Honor, Club Group Director, District 82, Distinguished Toastmaster Nurul Munawara, Immediate past District Director, District 82, Distinguished Toastmaster Anuradhapura Toastmasters, Division Directors of Division F, Division Director, Division H, Distinguished Toastmaster Lawrence Madapata, Keynote Speaker Toastmaster Keshika Rodrigo, all the Division Directors of District 82, Heads of Government Institutions, Presidents of Professional Organizations, Regional Heads of Banks and Private Institutions, Presidents and other representatives of other Toastmaster Clubs, special invitees and guests, and fellow Toastmasters, on behalf of the Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club, with full of gratitude. Be like lotus. Believe in the light. Achieve through the dirty. Receive the unconditional love. Believe, achieve, receive. Thank you. Wish you a wonderful evening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Chief guest tonight, Program Quality Director, District 82 Toastmasters International, Toastmaster Selma Mahalingam. Guest of Honor, Club Growth Director, District 82 Toastmasters International, Distinguished Toastmaster Nurul Munawara. Special guest, Immediate Past District Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Ajanta Jayawardena. Division Director, Division H, Distinguished Toastmaster Lawrence Madapata, and all the division directors and area directors, government department heads, corporate heads, institutional heads, dignitaries, and my dear fellow Toastmasters. It is a great privilege and honor for me to install my home club executive committee here today with a lot of Toastmasters and guests from all over the country. First of all, I would like to ask or request outgoing Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club officers to stand. President, Toastmaster Mohan Samarthunga. Vice President Education, Toastmaster Tarak Amarasena, I'm standing here. Vice President Membership, Toastmaster Lalita Tenwara. Vice President Public Relations, Toastmaster Muhammad Rifnas. Secretary, Toastmaster Sanjeevani Girigadara. Treasurer, Toastmaster Aruna Rajapaksa. Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Jalia Dushmanta Ratnayaka. You are the group of people who lead this club last term, 2017 and 18, to Toastmasters International's President Distinguished Club Recognition level. I would like to thank you for your commitments and untiring efforts. You are here by discharged from all further duties and responsibilities as officers of the Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club. Please give them a good round of applause. Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Darshana Ekanayaka.
Hi, I'm Darshana Ekanayaka. I'm going to be the next Sergeant at Arms in the Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club for the Toastmaster year 2018-2019. Currently, I'm an undergraduate in the Faculty of Agriculture in the Rajarata University of Sri Lanka. I started my Toastmaster journey quite recently. Now, I have completed up to CC5 level. As the upcoming Sergeant at Arms, I will try my level best to maintain the quality of the club and to help maintain the club meetings quite smoothly and effectively.
Please welcome Toastmaster Darshana Ekanayaka on stage. Treasurer, Toastmaster Kamini Vijayaratna.
Hi everybody, my name is Gamini Vijayaratna. I am the elected treasurer of Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club. By profession, I am an English teacher. I joined Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club recently. I just did my CC 3 levels. Being the treasurer of Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club, I will do my best to uplift the Toastmasters Club and financial matters.
Please welcome Toastmaster Gamini Vijayaratne on stage. Incoming Secretary, Toastmaster Amila Lankapura.
Hi everybody, I'm Amila Lankapura, the recently appointed Secretary for the Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club for the upcoming year. Currently I am working as the Assistant Lecturer, Faculty of Agriculture, Rajarata University of Sri Lanka. I started my Toastmaster career joining for a speech crafter program conducted by the Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club. After directly completing that program, I joined to the Toastmasters Anuradhapura Club and already enrolled to the pathways and continuing it. As the newly appointed Secretary for the Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club, I would like to serve my level best for the entire progression of the club in future. Thank you.
Please welcome Toastmaster Amila Lankapura. Incoming Vice President, Public Relations, Toastmaster Tharushi Jayavikrama.
Hi, I'm Tharushi Jayavikrama. I'm the elected Vice President Public Relations for the Toastmaster year 2018 and 19. Currently, I'm serving as a Technical Officer for Provincial Education Department. When I talk about my Toastmaster career, I joined Toastmasters before 1 year. Within that period, I was able to complete my CC manual and I was lucky enough to be the YLP coordinator for 2018. As the Vice President Public Relations for this year, I hope to develop a public relation plan which promote our club. So I invite you all to stay tuned with our club happenings through social media. Thank you.
Please welcome Toastmaster Tharushi Jayavikrama. Vice President Membership, Toastmaster Jaliya Dushmanta Ratnayaka.
Hello friends, my name is Jali Ratnayaka. I am Vice President, Membership Elect. By profession, I am a career guidance counselor at Rajarata University of Sri Lanka and I am a certified NLP practitioner, drama therapist and a professional trainer. I have nearly 1.5 years in Toastmastering. Within that period, I could achieve CC, SCB and CL. Hopefully, I will be able to achieve Triple Crown. As Vice President of Membership, I will try my level best to retain our existing members and to attract new members to the club. And I hope to implement a new membership rewarding method, recognizing outstanding club members of the year.
Please welcome Toastmaster Jaliya Dushmanta Ratnayaka. Vice President Education, Toastmaster Sanjeevani Girigathara.
Hello everyone, I'm Sanjeevani Girigathara, the newly elected Vice President Education of the Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club. Currently, I'm working as Senior Lecturer at the Department of Agricultural Systems of the Faculty of Agriculture and as the Director Career Guidance of the Rajarata University of Sri Lanka. I have 1 year history in the Toastmasters journey. I have completed up to CC6. As the newly elected Vice President Education of the Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club, I drive with my fullest capacity to achieve all the educational goals of each and every member attached to our club and to uplift the club situation to a higher level.
Please welcome Toastmaster Sanjeevani Ginigaddara. Incoming President of Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Mohammed Rifnas.
Hi, this is Mohammed Rifnas, the President-elect of Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club for the Toastmaster year 2018-19. I started Toastmasters 17 months back. During this period, I have completed my CC and I hope to complete my ACB and CL within next month. For the previous year Exco, I served as the VPPR of the club. I believe that I have made the justice for the position that I held. Taking the presidency of this club is a challenge because this is not the same club which used to be a year ago. But I believe that I can do my level best with the support of my Exco and all the members of Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club family. Like today, please be with us every day.
Welcome you all to the Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club.
Please welcome Toastmaster Mohammed Rifnas on stage. I am here to install the officers of Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club for the session 2018 and 19 and to prepare them for the challenges that lie ahead. Their collective challenge is to make this club strong, dedicated to helping people from all walks of life to speak in an effective manner and listen with sensitivity and think creatively. I expect absolute silence until I inform you to close, and please keep your mobile phones on silence mode. I will ask each officer to hold the gavel as a symbol of leadership as I briefly describe the challenges he or she must meet and the responsibilities he or she must fulfill. Toastmaster Darshana Ekanayaka. As Sergeant at Arms, you will schedule the club meeting location and maintain club equipment in working order. You will arrive at least 10 minutes early to the club meeting to ensure the lectern is in place, the banner is displayed, and all forms of supplies are available. You will ensure the club meeting starts on time. You will attend club executive committee meetings and district club officer training programs. Toastmaster Darshana, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Please pass the gavel to the next person and step to the far left of the lectern. Treasurer, Toastmaster Gamini Vijayratna. As Treasurer, you will prepare a budget to be approved by the Executive Committee and membership. You are responsible for providing the bank with a new signature card by July 1st. You have to collect dues from all members and submit dues to Toastmasters International. You will submit new member applications and dues to Toastmasters International. You will pay all bills as due, keep records of all financial transactions and present reports quarterly. You will attend club executive committee meetings and district club officer training programs. Toastmaster Gamini, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability? Thank you. Please pass the gavel to the next person and step to the far left of the lectern. Toastmaster Anuradhapura. As the club secretary, You will maintain an accurate membership roster. You are responsible for keeping club files, constitution, and the bylaws, meeting minutes and correspondences. You will record and read minutes for business meetings. You will attend club executive committee meetings and district club officer training programs. Toastmaster Amila, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability? Thank you. Please pass the gavel to the next person and step to the far left of the lectern. Toastmaster Tharushi Jayavikrama, Vice President Public Relations. As Vice President Public Relations, you will promote the club to local media and distribute a club newsletter. You will publish all upcoming club, area, division and district events and programs. You will attend club executive committee meetings and district club officer training programs. Toastmaster Tharushi, will you perform these duties to the best of your abilities? Thank you. Please pass the gavel to the next person and step to the far left of the lectern. Vice President Membership, Toastmaster Jali Ratnayaka. As Vice President Membership, you will conduct membership building programs, organize and promote the club's participation in the Smedley Award, Talk Up Toastmaster Award and Beat the Clock membership programs. You have to play a key role in the process of converting guests into members, answer emails, phone calls, and other inquiries from prospective members and encourage them to attend club meetings. You have to collect initial dues, payments, and applications from members and submit them to the treasurer. You will attend club executive committee meetings and district club officer training programs. Toastmaster Jalia, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability? Thank you. Please pass the gavel to the next person and step to the far left of the lectern. Vice President Education, Toastmaster Sanjeevani Tinigathar. As Vice President Education, you will plan successful club meetings so that each member has the opportunity to achieve their educational goals. You will complete the schedules and publish them at least 3 weeks in advance. You will track all the members' progress towards the competent communicator and advanced communicator and also pathways. Assign mentors for new members. You will attend club executive committee meetings and preside when the president is absent. You will attend district council meetings and vote the club's proxy. You will attend club executive committee meetings and district club officer training programs. Toastmaster Sanjeevani, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Please pass the gavel to me. President, Toastmaster Mohammed Rifnas. Having been elected the President of Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club, you are the Chief Executive Officer and are expected to preside all the club meetings and at all regular and special meetings of your Executive Committee. It is your challenge to see that this club enables its members to achieve their educational goals. It's also your challenge to see that your club helps the area, division, district and the Toastmasters International to meet their goals as well. Please accept the gavel as the symbol of your leadership and dedication to the office. The gavel is a symbol of power and authority given to you by the membership of this club. Use it wisely and with restraint. You are a member of your team as well as the leader. A team is more than a collection of people. It is an emotional force rooted in the feelings, thoughts and actions of all the members with the common goal of achievement, sharing and mutual support. Work with your members to create a healthy, dynamic club, a club of which everyone is proud. Will you, as the President, accept this challenge and perform your duties to the best of your abilities? It is now my pleasure to declare these Toastmasters installed into the offices to which they have been elected. Ladies and gentlemen, please give them a very big round of applause. The growth and development of the Toastmasters program in Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club depends largely upon the actions of this group. On your honor, as members of Toastmasters, do you pledge to individually and collectively stand by this club, live with it, and work with it throughout the coming year? Thank you. Please be seated. Now, I cordially invite Division Director, Division H, Distinguished Toastmaster Lawrence Madapatha to pin the officers, starting from Sergeant at Arms to Vice President Education. Immediate past President of Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Mohan Samaratunga, and past President pinned to immediate past President by incoming President, also handing over the charter certificate. Incredible journey. Except President, all the other EXCO members, please be seated, and President, please remain on stage. Discipline, dedication, and determination, the most empowering factors, all these, and you can lead your members to a great achievements. Wish you all the best, and the lectern is to you for your acceptance speech.
Chief Guest, Program Quality Director, District 82 Toastmasters International, Toastmasters Aruna. Guest of Honor, Program Club Growth Director, District 82 Toastmasters International, Distinguished Toastmaster Nurul Munawara. Division Director, Division H, District 82 Toastmasters International, Distinguished Toastmaster Lawrence Madapatha. All the district officers, past district officers, club presidents and the representatives, my dear members of Anuradhapura Toastmasters, and all the invitees and distinguished guests. First of all, thank you all for me keeping the trust and electing me as the president of this prestigious club. I believe and I promise that I can do the justice to this responsible role. This precious moment, I would like to recall all the past EXCO members and all the helping friends of this Toastmasters fraternity for being with us and building this club to this level. You all handed over me the bronze level of District 82. So it's my and our EXCO's duty to keep the momentum going. Ladies and gentlemen, as you all can see, the three words, believe, achieve, receive, that's what I'm going to follow. Believe. Yes, I strongly believe quality of the club matters, not the red race behind awards. Because there's no point in achieving awards if each and every member of this club doesn't get the benefit. Serving the member is the motto of our EXCO. As a first step, a member survey will be done to identify individuals' needs. Based on that, our team will prepare an individual plan for each and every member. Then they can do their level best, and then we can show the path to their achievement. If the members' achievements are there, plus the quality of the club is there, then there's no any second third for the recognition that we receive. The three words, believe, achieve, receive. I would like to tell you a two-line story. Once all villagers decided to pray for rain. On the day of prayer, all the people gathered, but only one little kid came with an umbrella. My dear members of Anuradhapura Toastmasters, we need that strong belief. Belief doesn't work alone if the action is missing. So we need to transform the belief into action. We cannot do as the EXCO alone. Ladies and gentlemen, this is us, the EXCO, and this is you, the members. If we can meet up together, only we can create that great sound. So be with us. Together we can build this club. Ladies and gentlemen, once again I will say, I will follow the three words, believe, achieve, receive. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our chief guest tonight, Program Quality Director, District 82, Toastmaster Sarma Mahalingam.
What is leadership? What I believe is leadership is understanding others. District officials, distinguished guests, fellow Toastmasters, and ladies and gentlemen. It took some years for me to understand what is the real meaning of leadership. 12 years ago, for no reason, just walked into a Toastmasters Club meeting, and with the experience of 15 years being a successful entrepreneur, the table topic session came. We are talking to many people and just finished the MBA. So why not do a trial? The topic was so easy where we studied in undergraduates and MBA about Sri Lankan economy. Topic was very easy, so I went and batted on. During the evaluation, the evaluators basically ripped me off and said that your speech was really very bad. Went home. Wow. Being so much on public and speaking to many people and advising and motivating others, and where they told you that you need improvement. Few meetings without any much interest, I just went and was after that I never pushed myself, I never even took a chance to speak even in table topic. Of course not like others, you have to, there is no way of hiding behind the washroom, but you have to speak on round robin. This was going on, and few role was given to me as timer or counter, and slowly, but I was not so interested on speaking because the day number one fear still in me. That is the reason I am still not a DTA. After a few months, a gentleman came and said that, I see you are not so much interested. Why don't you take some role next year in the expo? So this, after second year, I took as sergeant at arms and gradually moved and I nominated myself as a president candidate on the fifth year. So I was rejected. Sixth year I applied, again rejected. Seventh year, some other, I got the position as a president. When you become a president, when you are in a very strong, packed 100 membership club, it's a biggest task for you. Managing people, talking to seniors, talking to juniors, and wanted to do something different in the club. And what was lacking that time to fill those gaps during 2014 and 15. The greatest opportunity what we see in Toastmasters is that as a voluntary organization, you can't push people the way you want. It's simply you have to understand them, and the people are different to each other, and to manage them as per their needs and aspirations. This slowly transformed me as a leader, which I looked at myself from years before as a non-Toastmaster, and after became a Toastmaster. When you are very successful, and when you put your hard work, and when you achieve something, you know the basics, how you came up, and also you know that you can manage any situation. Then you become automatically an arrogant person where you know everything. Whatever they say in your organization, I always say, I know, you don't need to say, I know how to handle this. This slowly became a matter, or even faded to arrogancy, and slowly started to listen to my employees. Simply because I started to listen to them, and I started to evaluate them while they are speaking, and gave ample opportunity to present their case, and collectively started to take decisions. People saw change in me after becoming a Toastmaster, but they, as a factory environment, people don't understand what is Toastmaster all about. The good thing I did was I put few of my staff into a club and started to make them to understand what is Toastmaster. Then the story went around and they slowly understood what is Toastmaster is all about. To giving to others the benefit what you received. Same time they also started to improve themselves and they started to look up to you as a different personality. When you got few opportunity to lecture in the University of Colombo for the postgraduate programs, there also the type of communication what you do with the students start to become different. Not as a normal lecturer, just to give straight away presentation and give the PowerPoint and ask them to study and come for the exam. But even you do little thing with them, make sure they understand very clearly and make sure they go through it through their personal life and to come for prepare for the exams. This made me always 3 years, about 95% rating in the management faculty of MBA faculty of University of Colombo. Unfortunately, I could not continue because of this. Toastmaster work has come too much and we had to drop something off. To become a better leader, you also should understand your family members. When you are heavy under pressure and when you want to achieve something, always what you do, you don't listen to your family members. You don't concentrate or you don't even take part in any events or family comes around, and also you give instruction to children where you don't want to listen to them as a senior or as an experienced person. Slowly this become a different thing, and because of this patience what I inculcated through Toastmasters, started to listen to my children. As you all know, the younger generations are very much versed with the high-tech facilities. Due to that, they are more informed than us. I always say my son knows more than me about Donald Trump. Because they are so well informed on their PDF phone, they just go through everything and they create groups and discuss and everything. This is very difficult. Sometimes you have something to do with the phone, to do settings, we really don't know. So we have to reach them, ask them to help us to sort out these technical issues with the mobile phone. It becomes a situation where always they say, Daddy, you don't know. Every time they say, we don't know. So every time that goes to the mother also says, it's children says, no, you don't know. So what are you talking about? But this slowly changed. When they see me everywhere in Toastmasters, when I meet people, when people call me, and where I was in factory environment, if the production is low last evening, what first thing coming to my mind is filth. So I had to push people in the factory to do the production as the target. But when I became a Toastmaster, I can't practice same thing in a voluntary organization. So we have to be patient and talk to people and be able to understand them and to solve the problem. When my children see that I change how I communicate over the phone and how I talk to people, slowly also they started to value myself. They always say that now you are very, you are so great. We look up to you. What is this all about? When you take up something with a passion, you believe, and when you believe and take as with a passion, you progress without any difficulty. Achieving something is a journey. It is not going to finish somewhere saying that you become DTM and you are going to finish the Toastmaster journey. You have to go through gradually, and first you must see that have you changed yourself. And this is very important in Toastmasters. What I believe today, and standing here with all the pressure work out there and driving the whole day to Anuradhapura, this is the passion what we learn from Toastmasters or senior members. And also, once you go through the journey by achieving something, the benefits what you receive is immense. In my organization, last 10 years, I have grown up by 300% because of these Toastmasters. I have made many friends and have made many professional connections because of Toastmasters. I became a better father and a husband to my family. And everybody believes that I do good things or to do some service to the society. Even my family members respect and they accommodate whenever I say I have to go Saturday, Sunday, go somewhere. So this is the change what I receive as a leader. Fellow Toastmasters, what is leadership? It is understanding of others. So when you understand others, definitely you receive many benefits in your journey. Thank you.
Jai Vikraman. Toastmaster Lalita Tenuvaran. Aruna Rajapaksa. Now, Toastmaster Muhammad Rifnas, sir, please accept our small token of appreciation. We value your presence here.
Good evening, friends.
Good evening.
Well, until 2001, Anuradhapura was a strange city for me, filled with strangers and strange environment. But in 2001, with the change of timing, I had to change my working place from Kandy to Anuradhapura. With my 5 children, aged from 3 years old and 9 years old, so you can imagine the responsibility of a mother. So I have no way to come and live in Anuradhapura. At the same time, I didn't have any courage to drop my job as well. So only option was to travel daily from Kandy to Anuradhapura for continuous 3 years. This has become a turning life in my life. All these 3 years, hardly I took any leave, but I really enjoyed my working place and my life. I made a lot of friends, and I used to get up at 2:30, as I didn't have any servants those days. I had to cook and serve about 3-4 lunch boxes and leave home by 5:10 and get into the bus at 5:30 from Kandy. And I was the first person to reach office at Anuradhapura by 7:45. And I had an office where I can see everyone when they enter from the gate. That was my management trick. Because most of the time I used to take the key from the security and open the office. My dear friends, I really enjoyed, I should say, and I was able to make a huge difference in my office culture. Because most of the employees were from Anuradhapura. They used to come slowly around 8:30, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and at the end of the month, I will get a huge list for the overtime payment and the subsistence. But I knew who are the people who comes on time and who are the people who do not come on time. Then I put a rule. Well, I was in charge for the distribution maintenance, and they have to be in the site by 8:30. They can't leave at 8:30, but they have to be on the site at 8:30. Then I told them, when I come to the office, I should not see any of these vehicles inside my premises. So none of the people could challenge me, because I used to come from Kandy and reach office by 7:45, so they had to leave before I enter the office. So dear friends, when you become an example, then you can write the journey. But all those happened before I started my Toastmasters. But after I started my Toastmasters journey, of course, there were a lot of differences in my personal life as well as my corporate life. As you all know, Ceylon Electricity Board is sandwiched between service organization, commercial organization, and government organization. We don't know where we start and where we end. When it comes to the customer services, we are told as the service organization. When we go and negotiate with the government, they say you are commercial organization. When we try to get work done from the government, they say you are not corporate, you are government organization. So we don't know where to start and where to end, but we have to live with it. When it comes to the service customers, of course, we are service organization. Of course, you know that there are 3 sectors. Generation, of course, they will really focus on the generating electricity. Transmission sector, they will buy electricity from the generation and transmit through the distribution. Whereas we, the poor distribution sector, we have to deal ourselves with the customers, the politicians, and the government officials. So it is obvious that you really need the Toastmasters experience. When it comes to the customers, you have to deal with the customers. For example, one customer had paid 100 million rupees about 18 months back. So if you are a customer, how long you will wait to get the output of that 100 million? Even 6 months is too far. But I had to keep him for more than 1.5 years. But I have to justify for keeping for 1.5 years. There we had to use the Toastmasters experience. My dear friends, by talking to them, by connecting with them, it's not difficult. Now the same customer, when he comes and sits with me, he used to speak to me for more than 1 hour or 1.5 hours. He says, Laura, if I come and sit in front of you, I don't find the time flies, because you start to speak not only to the electricity sector, you start to speak about politics, you start to speak about Toastmasters. Of course, when I start to speak about Toastmasters, there is no end. So he listens to me and he says, if I go to his head office and sit in front of an engineer, I have to sleep. So that is the difference of the Toastmaster and the non-Toastmasters. Dear friends, even with the politicians, as you know, they come with very reasons without any justification. But still, with your skill, you can make them understand. Most of the time, people are highly worried about the unions. I will just share one of my experience with the unions. As you all know, sometimes back, we had a very powerful manpower strength of 4,500 employees. Most of them we recruited because the government didn't approve any employment for some years. So one day we told, always they go to Colombo and they don't come to work. So one day we specifically told, don't go today and you will be given opportunity to face the interview and the employment. They went. The following day, we gave the instructions only from Central Province. I am not generalizing. And we gave the instruction, if anybody comes, ask them not to report to officers and ask them to come to Kennedy. They came to Kennedy. My boss told, Munawara, tomorrow I am going to Colombo. You handle the people, because he also knows that we really both of us planned and did it. Then all those people came. Then 1 or 2 employees came to me. I said, well, yesterday we asked you to come. You didn't come. Then he asked why. Because when we wanted, you all were not there. So we want your service only Monday. So instead of 1 day pay, they did have 3.5 days. Then what happened was, all those people were surrounded in our office area, and I was getting calls after calls from Colombo, from my unions. Navara, can you, are there any people around you? Not around me, maybe near the gate. So why don't you take him? So why should I take him? We have asked them to come yesterday. They didn't come. So today we asked them to come on Monday and report. That's all. Because it is we who recruited them. And they were puzzled, but I didn't give it. They went back. The next Monday, even the union leaders came. Very often you see him on the TV. And with the gang, and myself, my boss, and 2 other engineers were sitting in the room. And he came, we didn't care. We were talking with some manpower agencies. Then he came slowly in. Then we asked, what is the problem? Well, we don't have any problem. No, now it is solved, no sir. Why? Because they didn't come. Then we said, well, we asked them not to go. They came to Colombo. And who gave them the job? Either you or we. Then he didn't have any answer. Because it is we who really employ them as manpower agencies. So that is what we asked them not to come. Hemadama, අයියවනේ මතක් වෙන්නේ. එතකොට අපි පොඩ්ඩක් එන්න එපා කිව්වා මොනවර නැන්දවත් මතක් වෙන්න ඕනේ. අතුල බාපවත් මතක් වෙන්න ඕනේ. බණ්ඩාර මාමවත් මතක් වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒගොල්ලෝ නරසාව දුන්නේ. ඒක නම රසාව එන්න එපා කිව්වා දවස් දෙක. So they just went back. So dear friends, this is where you should have the courage. If you have the courage, you can win any difficult situation with any difficult people. If you want me to share, I can share thousands of experience of my personal experience with the employees and the top hierarchy, but everything we made it with our confidence. One thing we should ensure that if we are to be trusted, we should trust others. If we are to be respected, we should respect others. If we really maintain Toastmasters values, rise, we can survive wherever we go.
Madam, please be on stage for us. The certificates. Our past president, Toastmaster Lalan Vijaysekara, also will join with her. Advanced Communicator Bronze Awards and Advanced Leadership Bronze Awards. Toastmaster Jaliya Ratnayaka. Toastmaster Taraka Amarasena.
I see half of you have gone down with the chair. Cheer up, wake up. So I was asked by Taraka to speak at the installation, and when I asked him what exactly should I focus on, he said, tell what exactly Toastmasters is all about. So I said, don't people know that? He said, apparently not many. So the story starts like this. Lots of people think that Toastmasters is only about communication and leadership, where you learn to speak really good and you learn to be an amazing leader and nothing beyond that. But let me tell you, there's a story behind this. Myself and Taraka, we met at the district stage. I absolutely had no idea who Taraka was. And when he met me, he came and said, I'm from Anuradhapura Toastmasters. We met, we connected, and after the Toastmaster competition, we figured that we had a lot more in common than just public speaking. We shared this friendship, and we started discussing what exactly Toastmasters was all about. I was telling him my stories and he was telling his stories, and we thought, wow, Toastmasters is a lot more than what we think it is. He said, Keshika, is it important that a speaker must have all of this vocal variety and, body language, facial expressions and, theatric drama, on stage going crazy and all of that? I said, absolutely not. In fact, that's not effective communication. I said, what exactly is it? I said, if you can change someone's perception by inspiring them, by informing them, by entertaining them, that's exactly what effective communication is. And he said, are we supposed to only do speeches that make people laugh? A few lies that did not happen in our lives? Is it supposed to be a who do you think you are, a I see something in you speech always? I said, absolutely not. In fact, if Taraka and myself or any other speaker is speaking not from the heart, then we have an issue. Because what we are saying is not true. Let me tell you, when I was in Washington, D.C. contesting for World Championship of Public Speaking 2016, I was on stage. Most of you know this story. I contested, and I was happy that I finished my speech. And I came downstairs and we were celebrating when random people, completely strangers, walked up to me and a few other speakers who spoke that night and said, your speech changed my life. Now, this was a very serious issue for me because I never wrote that speech to change anyone's lives. I wrote that speech to win a title. And I felt so embarrassed and ashamed of myself because people who came there, apart from the judges, were looking for inspiration, were looking for something that can change, something that can heal, something that can move them to be better people. Random people told me, I am going to start up my own business for the 6th time, failing as an entrepreneur, just because your speech moved me to do so. Veteran Toastmasters came up to me and said, so many people speak topics, but you spoke from your heart. Thank you, that feels good tonight. This very same thing I told Taraka, and Taraka was like, can you please tell this to people when they come? And I said, of course I will, because this needs to reach many speakers. In fact, if you don't have a purpose of your speaking, you might as well not speak. The greatest orators in history are surely known for their skill. I mean, they're brilliant speakers. But remember, they had a bigger purpose behind their speech. Take a Martin Luther King, take a Mahatma Gandhi. You think anybody would say they are great speakers? They're freedom fighters. They had purpose behind it. What are we speaking for? Where are all these speeches going? Is it changing the world? Are we doing enough? Are we just ticking the boxes from a book and say, we have finished so many projects, or are we actually contributing to something? Ladies and gentlemen, me and Taraka are actually looking at speaking on women empowerment and at refugee camps in the north to make sure that whatever we have learned from Toastmasters International goes to places that makes a difference. And this is not rocket science. Anybody can do it. You just have to find a greater purpose than public speaking with your skill. Find a community club. Go to a club that is struggling with speakers, that is struggling to revive itself. Go to a place where people need motivation. Go to a place where people are down, people where they need your words. Speak to them. Because when you speak to them, you can't do the drama that you do on stage. It has to come from the heart. And that makes you a brilliant speaker. If you can speak to people who are in trouble and make them believe once again in life, trust me, even if you don't have vocal variety and facial expressions, you'll be the best speaker that changed their lives. It doesn't matter if you are not a best speaker, but you have to be a speaker from the heart. Ladies and gentlemen, I have had the privilege of learning this at a very young age. And I want to re-emphasize this, that we are here for a purpose. We are learning to become better speakers, to say something to the world. And I really hope and pray that we actually say something to change the world from what it is to something better that we all want it to be. Toastmasters is never about just communication and leadership. It's about changing the world with your communication and your leadership. Lead from your heart, speak from your heart. There's no drama or no goals or objectives that can come in between. If you speak from your heart, you change lives and you change the world. And trust me, there's never a better Toastmaster than that you can be. I don't want to drag this long, but I'll see you outside. Change the world. Thank you.
I would like to invite Toastmaster Keshika Rodrigo to recognize them. Also, we would like to invite our Division Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Lawrence Madhapatha, to be on stage. Lalita Tenwara. Toastmaster Jalia Ratnaik. Great achievement is usually Anuradhapura, 250 kilometers away from Colombo, also acting as the Vice President Education. As a club, we are so proud that we produced first ever district finalists from the northern part of the country and first time in Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club history. One of the best six speakers in District 82, district finalists 2 times in a row, Toastmaster Taraka Amarasena.
I am speechless because how can I speak in front of a champion? But I feel I am very proud to associate such a person who speaks to people, to change people, and also from her heart to change people. We have seen many speakers, we have associated many speakers, but we have not seen people who are trying to change people. That is what she emphasized even just 3 minutes ago. I think she can do an amazing things in future. That is what we expect from her. Thank you very much for that kind words.
Anyway, this is not an alien place for you. How do you feel about today?
It's another amazing event for me. Being a person who nurtured and educated from this city, it's a great privilege for me to be here in front of this great audience. I'm a person from very remote area, just 25 miles away from this city. It's Rajendra. Rajendra is a very remote village. It's under reservoir. Maybe you have heard that. So that is my hometown. But here today, I'm as a Toastmaster. When I was here, when I was in schooling, I was not a speaker like this. Even when I was retiring in university, it's not like this. But Toastmasters has made me a different person. I am here in front of this audience to show that how we have changed our lives because of Toastmasters. I am very happy to be here with you all to give you some sort of encouragement, to support you, to change your lives, to help you in your future activities. I think I am the most happiest person as your division director to come here and witness all these great achievements. That is the difference I have seen here today. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much.
Director, Area H3, Toastmaster, Ramani Narasimha. There are many special people here today who grace these occasions as the heads of professional bodies.
Sir, have you got something to tell us?
Yes, really entertaining last Toastmaster calendar year. I work with especially Division H, all the clubs, 17 clubs. Especially, I like to mention our District 82. Among the District 82, one of the top club, Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club. I am very happy. Not only that, distinguished club performance, 10 points in advance. It's example to all the divisions in District K2. That's also a great example to all the clubs District K2, Sri Lanka and India. Please give us another applause. So I believe incoming President and the Executive Committee will work towards the next time. I believe Anuradhapura Toastmasters is going to be the #1 club in the district.
Thank you, sir. Please welcome on stage our immediate past district director, Ajanta Jayawardena. Ajanta sir, I have a small question from you.
Toastmasters is something that you do not retire. As they say, old wine or mature wine tastes well. The more you stay in Toastmasters and the more you get involved in Toastmasters, you become more and more confident and more your speeches become much more better. So there is no retirement in Toastmasters and age is no barrier in Toastmasters. That is why we have senior people like Padmini also Toastmasters.
Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club. And also I would like to thank one gentleman who took the initiative and went forward. That is Taraka. What I would like to say is, when I had the problem of checking out Toastmasters, he took up the challenge to be the coach. And he took up, and I started bugging him on a weekly basis, and I asked him, he said, don't worry, I'll get it to you. As you know, everybody says, we'll get it to you. I didn't believe this, but finally, we achieved this. And we got 20 base. That was something very, very rare for Kakira Toastmasters. I think for a job well done, let's give him a round of applause. He and his team did a good job in coordinating it, and they were one of the first teams to complete it. and you showed the way to the other clubs how to do things. Thank you once again. And also, you rallied round again with your team to go to Vaunia Toastmasters, and to try and build that club. Unfortunately, it didn't come through, but it's in the pipeline to go into the next this year's clubs. So again, you went there with your team and did a great job. Thank you for that, and I hope you all continue that trend of not opening the club, but you need to make sure that you and your team visits all the meetings and ensure that club is formed. So thank you, Karaka, once again, and I would like you to come up on stage to be recognized for a job well done by the district. Today I asked him, are these badges genuine or not? And he said, why should they have be genuine? I said, okay, so I'll put in another one extra now.
Is this one genuine?
Well, the district director doesn't bring, will bring always genuine badges from Toastmasters International, right?
Two butterflies were in the car. I think this is a club which has really done well. I think we were discussing what we can take a message to this club to do something, but nothing we can come because they have done in division level speech contest up to district level, and they have achieved all the DCP awards or whatever we post them, challenge them, they just simply gone to, I think, as the division director Andra said, Distinguished Toastmasters Andra said that it's the first club to achieve in District 82 the 10th present district status. That is a great thing what they have done. And only thing what I can say that when you see this setup and all, I really feel nervous because it's not easy to bring things together. So I feel like this is becoming a Colombo Toastmasters Club. So the next step is to spend more time like Colombo Toastmasters Club to open more clubs around. So this is a kingdom where they conquered many areas. So now these kings are here to conquer around Anuradhapura to open more clubs. So that is the only challenge I think we have to give you. And to do all the wonderful job as a president and always simple and humble, and today also sitting behind and just watching what is happening. We would like to recognize Toastmaster and immediate past president Mohan Samaratunga on stage to recognize on behalf of our district.
Today, my words are not enough to express that gratitude. Such a brilliant event would not happen without the time, dedication and the support of everyone involved. Before get to the fellowship, I want to thank for the people immersing work throughout these past few weeks. I would like to thank our chief guest tonight, Program Quality Director, District 82, Toastmaster Sarma Mahalingam, Guest of Honor, Club Growth Director, District 82, Distinguished Toastmaster Nurul Munawara, Immediate Past District Director, District 82, Distinguished Toastmaster Ajanta Jayawardena, Division Director, Division H, Distinguished Toastmaster Lawrence Madapatha, Keynote Speaker Toastmaster Keshika Rotrugo, all the division directors and area directors of District 82, heads of government institutions, presidents of professional organizations, regional heads of banks and private institutions, presidents and other representatives of other Toastmasters clubs, special invitees and guests. Your time added lots of value to this precious occasion. And also I would like to thank Installation Chair Toastmaster Sanjeevani Ginigathara and her energetic and enthusiastic team for showing this beautiful picture to life. In this moment, we couldn't forget the contribution given by Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club members. The time you spent with us is priceless. Because this couple of hours made a memorable moment in our lives, I'm pretty sure we had an enormous evening. I would like to invite you all to enjoy the fellowship as well. Thank you.
District officials, distinguished guests, tonight, as immediate past division director, I have special token of appreciation. Special people of Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club. I would like to invite to the stage our current division director, distinguished Toastmaster Lawrence Madapatha, and immediate past district director, distinguished Toastmaster Ajanta Jayawardena. Restored here as a recognition of your outstanding performance at District 82 Finals of International Speech Competition 2017-18, representing Division 8. Please come forward. Champion Speaker Toastmaster Taraka Amarasena. This token of appreciation is restored here as a recognition of your outstanding contribution in taking Area 83 to greater height during the year 2017-18. Please come forward, our area director, hard worker. He went all over the area, not only this area, India, he came everywhere. Toastmaster Mahesh Nisanai. The outstanding contribution is taking Anuradhapura Toastmasters Club to a greater height during the year 2017-18. Is none other than Toastmaster Mohan Samaradhan, the President.
Start of something new.
Now we are signing off from here. Hope to see you soon again. Dinner will be served, but after the photograph. Keep remembering.
Believe.
Achieve.
Receive.
Good night.